Hello again, everyone. Hope you are well on this Tuesday afternoon. It is 81 degrees and a lot of clouds in the sky. Not too bad today, though. It is said that Trump is in the Situation Room. There is a lot going on in the Middle East. If you haven't been keeping up with it, I'll go into a little more detail. By the time you watch this information might be outdated. Things are moving so fast, but they are contemplating getting directly involved in the attacks alongside of Israel against Iran. So Trump's in the Situation Room. This is my Situation Room right here in my truck, where I'm contemplating how much groceries are going to cost on the next trip, how much gasoline is going to cost on the next trip, taxes, interest rate, property taxes, insurance cost. Yeah, a lot of that. That's most people's Situation Room and what really matters. But I'll cover a little bit of that. I'll go into that also. There is another big warning from Jamie Dimon of economic doom upcoming. I'll go into that a little bit. First, real quick, also I have a very good passage I will share with you towards the end of this video, so stay tuned for that. Very good one. I saw this story. It said that and this is going to occur tomorrow, a Senate hearing, it sounds like, where ex-White House officials will testify who was really running the country under the Biden regime. It's a very good question. A lot of us have been asking that for quite some time. I doubt we'll ever get a real answer. But anyway, they're supposed to be calling witnesses to testify about the alleged cover-up of Biden's reported mental decline. Well, we know he had a great mental decline. He was in decline before he took office. But the real question is, who was in charge? Who was covering this up? Who was running the country? Now, it's cool that they're having a hearing. That's cute, but I am not confident that anything will come out of it. You know, you might have some interesting comments from it or interesting information, maybe. But will anybody be? The bottom line is anybody going to be held accountable? That's my question. Who's going to jail over it? I'm not confident anybody will. Somebody should. It's a danger to the country. It's treason. I mean, you can point to so many things. Afghanistan, the open border, I mean, just economic, printing money, economic craziness. Okay, back to the Situation Room. Apparently, there are 4 B-52 bombers. Those are the big bombers that are ready to launch on Trump's order and join in on the airstrikes against Iran. It sounds like they're trying to decide whether they're gonna go in and take out these deep-rooted bunkers in Iran, where they have a lot of nuclear stuff going on. Their nuclear programs, weapons programs, and there are at least 2 of them that are deep, very deep into mountains. So only the United States has the missiles heavy enough to penetrate them. And they're saying that B-52s are ready to launch. They're in Diego Garcia, which is a little island base in the Indian Ocean. Is he going to engage? Is he going to give the order to go ahead and go in and do these airstrikes or not? Also, he's been talking a lot about, strikes are on the table. He says that now he can say some weird stuff. I mean, frankly, if I was president, I would keep a lot more of this quiet personally. That's just me. but I would just keep a lot of this quiet. But he said that we now have complete control over the skies of Iran. We know where the supreme leader is hiding, and he is an easy target. However, we will not take him out for now. And then Trump called for his unconditional surrender. Well, I don't think that will happen. So the next 12 to 24 hours should be very interesting. I'm going to follow this, of course, into the evening. If something really wild happens, I'll try to get on again and do another video. So I'll keep following it. I know many of you do as well. It is reported that multiple military aerial refueling aircraft have been heading to the Middle East, along with fighter jets. So it sounds like we are definitely prepping for something. It is said that Israel also eliminated the Iran's newly appointed wartime chief of staff in an airstrike today. So if you're probably not a good career move right now to be in the chain of command, to be promoted up to head chief of staff, wartime chief, anything chief related to Iran's military, because your life expectancy is very, very short once that is announced. Heck, they probably even know it before it's announced. But this guy was just newly promoted. Congratulations. Now he is no longer breathing. Let's see, what else? Oh yeah, Jamie Dimon. Now, you believe him or not believe him, but JP Morgan Chase, CEO, chief, whatever you want to call him, is coming out with another warning. This guy throws out warnings left and right, but he's been warning about the economy for months. He said that the U.S. economy is in danger of going into recession / stagflation. Personally, when they say recession, when they say recession, or the media says recession, I read that as depression, personally, or silent depression at the very least. But stagflation, which is a triple whammy of low economic or slow or negative economic growth, increase in prices, inflation, and high unemployment or hiring numbers going down. He said that hiring has slowed down more than expected. Inflation is holding about steady. It's not cooling off very much. Yeah, tell us about it when we go buy things or pay for stuff. Anything, not just food, dang near anything. A quart of oil. I don't know, wiper blades. Anything. He said that more time will tell. July, through the summer into September and October will tell more about all of this stuff. He said what really matters is the hard economic data, jobs reports, inflation reports, employment. I agree there. He thinks that inflation will still go up. He said hopefully just a little bit. He said that employment will go down or unemployment will go up. Hopefully just a little bit over the next several months. Many more stores will close. I believe that. Retail stores, even big ones, recognizable names, restaurant chains in great danger. I believe it. I agree. I don't know. I'm still waiting on the Doge check. I'm still waiting on lower taxes, income taxes. I'm still waiting on lower interest rates for automobiles, for loans, and such as that. Maybe something will come along. I don't know. What do you think? Yeah. Maybe it's just going to take longer. It might. Still waiting on a lot. It would be nice to hear more about domestic policies that will help the folks. And I know they're saying that this big, beautiful bill will do a lot for taxes and that kind of stuff. I don't know. I mean, because I have mixed feelings about it. I don't know. We got to see what happens. But I mean, if it's going to add trillions and trillions of dollars to the deficit, then I don't see where that helps us. On the other hand, if the big beautiful bill, I didn't even plan on talking about it, but on the other hand, they say if it does not pass, then we will see a huge tax increase, especially the middle class. Further fleecing of the folks. So with all the stuff going overseas, it's something, it's interesting, we're following it, definitely. It can have great impact on us too, especially if something happens in the Strait of Hormuz or oil fields or oil, our gasoline prices will shoot up overnight within hours. So all that is hugely important. I'm just saying, also pay attention to what's going on here. And just keep your preparations up, because things are still tough and going to get tougher. That's just the fact. That's just what I think too. I mean, that's how I feel right now in the situation truck, the situation room, the situation cabin, whatever you want to call this place. The dog situation room. You're in here with me right now. So share your thoughts. Share your thoughts. Let me have it. But be civil. Be civil, please. Man. All right, I'm going to go to a passage. All right, I'm going into... People drive by and look at me. I don't care. I do not care. Whatever. Hello. We're going into 2 Corinthians chapter 1, verses 3 through 4. Blessed be the God and Father of our Lord Jesus Christ, the Father of mercies and God of all comfort, who comforts us in all our afflictions, so that we will be able to comfort those who are in any affliction with the comfort with which we ourselves are comforted by God. So two big things there. He will comfort us in all our afflictions, not just all of them, not just one or two, and pick and choose all of our afflictions, all of our discomfort. But so that we can therefore comfort others in theirs. How can we do that? I challenge you to do that. I challenge myself. How can you comfort others in their afflictions, in their times of trouble? What can you do? What can we do? This world is so dark. It's got, I talk about this almost every video. It's just downright mean. I ain't saying everybody is. It's good people. But I see a lot of meanness out here. The world is a big old mess right now. Let me just look around. Watch the news for just a little bit. Don't matter what source it is. The world is a hot mess, and it seems like it's just slings a little bit more out of control every day, doesn't it? But within that, we can be a light. We can be a comfort to somebody else. We can share a word. We can share encouragement. We can share some cookies. We can share something we made, or just a prayer, a call, a text. Say, hey, I've been thinking about you. I know you suffered this loss. I know you have suffered loss just very recently. And after the funeral, after a few days or a few weeks, everything's quiet and everybody's gone. And it's just you, or just you and another family member. I haven't forgotten about you. I'm still checking on you. I'm still thinking about you. I'm still praying for you. You think how much that can mean to that person. Doesn't take that long to do that, but it can be extremely comforting, I'm sure. So how can we do that? We need that. We need that in this world. We need that here. We see that on this channel, and somebody says in the comments they're going through something. They're asking for prayer, and ask for prayer. It is there are a lot of responses. You should read through the comments. There's a lot of wisdom. There's a lot of knowledge. There's a lot of good people in this channel. Man, a lot. I just get up here and talk and facilitate. A lot of information that's great is just flowing through the comments. So check them out. Check them out. Okay. I didn't even plan on saying all that, but I don't know. Maybe I did for a reason. Again, let's be safe. Let's be careful out there. Share your thoughts. Stay close to Jesus. God bless y'all. I'll see you soon.